welcome back to the C. What do we have on the show today? Today we have the Commodore CD32. This is the unit that I was supposed to get in a while back from Mr. C for a recap, but I got my packages mixed up. She comes to us with my power supply from my CD32 from C64lover.com. Yeah. It's the 1541, 2, 1581, and CD32. It's a Lacey power supply from I don't know what. RGB is hooked up. It has a Live2 Kipper 2K board in the back. I don't know what's in it yet. I'm just going to turn it on. Cool. So it works. It looks it's RGB, and it's in 4x3, and it's in need of a cap job. Cap job, you say? He says that this works, but it doesn't work. There's a card in there with some stuff on it, which I'm going to check out right now. So, CD32 was one of the first CD-ROM game consoles, last of the Commodore line. This was the bankrupting machine of, if it would have sold in North America, would have saved the company for another year, we might have got something cool. Lid looks good. Laser looks clean. There's a little bit of scratch right here on the lower metal that you might not be able to see. It has a reset button, power light, disk access, volume, and headphones. On the back of this unit, we have right and left audio, component video, S-video, RF modulator, power supply, on-off button, auxiliary port, 2 controllers, and the expansion slot. Now this was originally designed for the SX1. This is a Kipper 2K CD32 expansion module, and in it is Terrible Fire 330 Stephen Leary 2018 60803050 and some stuff. It has a Chinesium card of compact flash with a SanDisk 128 gigabyte. Holy crap, what do you got in here? Extreme card. There's also a 8 gigabyte card here that came with it. I don't know what's in it. Yeah, no idea. I'm going to deoxit this socket like anything. If you don't take care of it, dust and dirt and stuff get in there. I don't know the conditions of the capacitors. They might be a total leaked mess. We're going to find that out shortly. A little deoxit on a cotton swab here, and I'm going to run it on the crack of her butt just to get any corrosion off. We're going to see what it looks like in a second. It's probably full of copper and yuck. Oh, it's green. That's not a good sign. When the Q-tip comes out green, that's really not good. Let's see what happens now. There's a PIC chip on here. That means you get a PS2 keyboard. So you could use this like an Amiga, I guess. And it gives you RGB video. That's the cool part. We're just going to see what happens. Here we go. Cleaned up dude. If this would work, this light would turn into a hard drive light. And you'd see it like hard drive light. So, nope. Oh. So that little card thing, the CD32 is working. Is it working? Hold on, let me get my controller. I use this for the CD-TV and the CD32. Here's the controller of my CD32, and I need to get a new one because I 3D printed the little wheel. Gosh. There's a little disc wheel in here that always blows up. People hate this controller. I don't mind it. It's actually got the first iterations of top buttons and 4 buttons here. It's pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this Amiga CD32/CD-TV inside technology. I've shown this on a couple older CD-TV videos. I'm just going to use it to test, does the disk drive even spin? Are the caps that bad that nothing works anymore? Disk drive does spin. Well, that's cool. Maybe I should try this other card and see what's on it. 8 gig. You could load like a well, that did not sound good. Okay, we're going to stop that because that chick is not working. So I see what you're saying. We got the CD out. The card is out. Manufactured October 93. Warranty void if seal is broken. There's no screws in here. Oh, wait a minute. There's 2. Get your cup. I'm going to carefully stick my finger underneath of it and knock it on the floor. Right down the expansion joint crack of the concrete. That's just great. I got it. Fell down the expansion joint in the concrete floor. Can you believe that? Okay. Now, when you pull this apart, when you take this apart, there's a ribbon cable over here, like a Amiga 1200's connector cable. I'm going to lift this up and show you. You see that? See it right there, the white? So, carefully, just lay that down. I'm going to get a little pick, and lift it up. Little pick and lift it up. And then you can take this out ever so carefully. There's one more plug here in the front that you're going to just remove. And that will separate your laser from your unit, your front panel here. This cable is normally like this. That way when you shove that board in there, it's not smashing this. So we're just going to sit this to the side. Next step is someone covered this with electrical tape, which is a smart idea because that board you're shoving in there, in and out, will scratch and scrape and cause problems sometimes. So there's a couple screws you got to remove. One here, one here. That'll get your shielding out of there. Once those 2 screws are out, you just simply lift this metal up. Here's a look at our motherboard. Kickstart 3.1 ROM in there. There's your Akiko chip, which is like a Bridget, Budgie, and a Buster in one. Alice, Lisa, video deck, Paula. What don't you have on this? Huh. CIAs. You do have 1, 2, 3 freaking op amps, which is a royal pain in the babushka when they blow. 3. Not 1, not 2. Yes, 3. Here's your memory. And 30-something capacitors. They don't look leaky, dude. Now, one thing I do is these are backwards from the factory. Another Commodore goof on the silk screen. However, they have SMD pads underneath, so I just put SMD pad and SMD caps. 3 can be replaced with SMD components, all 3 through holes. Ferrite bead is bent to shit, and its loop is touching its termination. Alright, let me fix a boo-boo here. Alright, let's remove this board from the board. We can just pick it up and slide it forward. Plastic looks great. Hasn't been messed with. There's some dust bunnies, but otherwise, very good shape. Now, a lot of people will, and I will, remove the RF modulator because I don't have any analog TVs, and if I did, I'd use composite and S-video. Power switch looks to be good. I see no leakage marks, which is odd. I mean, they're original caps, but they look really good. Let's smell them and see if they smell like your first girlfriend. Oh yeah. So, got a fish sandwich here. In the past, I would have Lorena'd all these off, but since I bought the new WepTools station, thanks to you guys, haven't seen this girl in a little bit. This is C210 tips. K for chisel. Make sure you stab yourself right in the damn hand. And these are O-ring temperature controlled tips from Wep, and they do a kick butt job. And I always gotta just double check to make sure before I click these in, I got them in there right. To put a Wep tip in, you just put it on the line and you just press and press, and that's it. And then make sure you're all good. So put this in its little holder. These Wep cleaners, they have silicone on them, but they have this oil that's in the base of these cups. Really, really great cleaners. Power buttons on the side. There we go. perfect. This thing instantly heats up. I'll scoot her over. So we have 705 degrees, and it's ready. Just like that, it's ready. So I could clean the tip, you know. It's got the oil on it. It just really cleans them really well. Use this side for this one. And they're like perfect. One. 2. It's got a lot of caps, so you want to just make sure they don't rocket ship in your face and scare the Jesus out of you. They literally come right off. Now you might have to do some board rotation for your arms and stuff. I don't want to twist it. I don't want to pull an Adrian and twist the cap off. I'm just letting the tool do the work. Look okay, a little bit of leakage underneath of that one. Not too bad though. There we go. It just makes light work of them. This is the 982 3 or D3 intelligent screen hot tweezer solder station from WepTools. This was their most expensive model, but a comparable Hacko was like $400 for the power supply, or $200 for the power supply, and another $400 for these. So 6. This was $359, and it has a lot more functions. It's like a game of popcorn, because if one of these shoots off, it will shoot off like a rocket ship and literally scare the crap out of you. You can Lorena them off. It's safe. It just takes a little bit of time. I still use the Lorena method a lot. I won't use this on acid damaged ones because I'm afraid I'm just going to pull off the traces. This one still looks pretty good, so that's why I'm doing that. See, some of them I cannot get into. I just can't. I can't reach them with this tool. And that's where Lorena is your friend. Lorena, Lorena, I am your friend. Cut off your wiener.
God damn, that boy can sing.
You must be crazy.
He good.
You must be crazy.
Alright, so cut, relief cut, pull the 2 teats like I always do. The little pad will come off. Oh yeah. And then you can debraid it with the tool of your choice. Of course, I'm going to be using the WepTools Precision line. And look at all these caps, guys. Look at all that. Holy moly. And I still got the through holes and the modulator to remove. Fun, fun, fun. Hear the fan kicking on this thing? Handpiece disconnected. It's cool. It's idling. Tells me the tweezers are into that one. C120 tips. It knows what tips are in there. Freaking epic. Love these tools, man. So if you're interested in WepTools, go check them out. WepTools.com. They have an Amazon store too. And their online store takes PayPal credit. Go figure. I'm going to clean my tip with this oily dude. These, look at that. Just freaking awesome. I'm going to then flux and debraid this one girl that I just took off. Oh yeah, got the acid-eating crap out of there. I need to remove the through holes. The way I do through holes is I snip them down, heat them up, wiggle them out, debraid the hole. Now for this one, it doesn't really matter if I debraid the hole or not because I'm going with SMD caps. We're going to need some more heat, please. How much? All of it. 1. And the reason I cut them down is because you don't have to, but I cut them down because sometimes the legs are put in like this, and if you pull it through, you can scratch the board that you don't want to scratch. It's just the way I do it. You don't have to do it that way. This motherboard is so tiny. Oh, big ground plane. Big ground plane. Come with me. Okay, so our capacitors are done. Our tool is sleeping. I got the through holes out. So removing the modulator is these 3 big ground points and these 4 guys. Oh! Today's interrupter is brought to us by Mr. Kevin, who's been in his office all day recording his latest video. Only now, which only now am importing, which is going to take forever. It's 3 hours of footage. Wow, that's your longest video yet. My videos are usually anywhere between 2 to 63 hours plus. That's why I capped my repairs on 40. If I roll through the crap at 40 and then I choose to continue, that's great, but if I can't fix it in 40 hours, your stuff is really bad off. We're going to use the other 853 because Wep likes to name everything 853. This is the original big dog that I use for ground planes. 853D5A2 hot air and solder station. Let's repeat that for this guy. Another rod. That elephant you hear is my dog. There we go. There you go. It's a neat little thing. Check that out. 4,997. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. We'll get into that when we get this recapped. We'll see if that fixes it. So C811 here is a through hole. But look, negative, positive. They put them on wrong when they silk screened it. They had them flipped the wrong way. And the same thing goes for this guy over here on C821. That's a through hole. You don't have to clear the holes. You can just put an SMD pad on there also. 5 p.m. 1 English breakfast brew. That's now cold. Later. And all the caps have been done. I had to crack into some old Panasonics that I had in the old junk thing. And I found a mistake on 885. On my map, it was saying it was 865, and that's wrong. And it had it as a 4.7. It's a 47. So, boo-boo to you, whoever made this map. I even took photos of it. And it is... Oh, this won't let me zoom in because it's freaking Windows. Okay, so 31 caps. Through holes are now surface mount. Red dots, it's just a marker. If you don't like it, alcohol it off. It's just my brain because when you're looking at silver and you can't, I just don't see where I don't remember things. My ankle hurts from the prison bracelet, and I'm going to take a little break. Then I'm going to come back and check the CD laser assembly because that thing sounded like a bunch of monkeys beating on a piece of metal with wrenches. And I do even have a new laser. NOS. I got them from Japan. Hi, it's 8 p.m. Saturday night. Please don't break. Ribbon cable, please don't break. Because I can't see shit. I don't have enough hands. Why can't we have 5 hands? Attempt number 7. Freck you, stupid little 1200 connector. Did I get it plugged in right? Probably not. I know I didn't get it plugged in right. I didn't get the damn ribbon cable plugged in right. Nope, I got my dongle, my thingy fell out. This is coming out. There. Now the CD-ROM cable's in. There we go. Finally. The CD is spinning forward, and then it's stopping and spinning backwards.
Welcome to Insight Technology. Enter a world where you can explore with interest the varied...
Okay. We got some motor issues. The Amiga works. That's a plus note. It's been recapped. That's a plus on that. My disc does work. But there's something in here that is just not happy. The motor control, the whole CD drive is right here. This whole entire thing, it's got a whole board in it. And here's the motors right here. And a little wire. I don't know. Maybe she just needs a little lube. Laser? Don't know. I do have brand new lasers, but I don't think that's it. I think it's the gear mechanism and some... She's dry as my grandmom's back, so a little bit of lubrication never hurt anything. Hooper's hooch. Clean off any yuck and scuzz from this thing. Laser is rubber mounted, which is cool. It does have some anti-shaking, anti-vibration crap. There's something in the gear track. Well, honk my horn. So the reason that's not working is the teeth are chewed up. But we're going to lube it anyway, because I just have it right here. One more time. Alright, here we go. Spinning, it's fine. It's a damn laser moving. Sounds a lot better. Hell yeah. Sounds a lot better. Let's see if it gets through the audio part a little better. Very bad 90s music. Very bad 90s voice. I'm just skipping it. Gear's missing a tooth, Mr. C, so if you can find a 3D print of this gear, maybe you can swap it out. But I'm just hitting the first thing, aerofoil, and seems to be helping it. It's working. I don't know what this really does, this dumb disc. That's great. It's like Google circa 1993 for crap that you weren't looking for. A lot of stuff on here. It just goes to show you that you can store tremendous amounts of information on a disk. Well, at least that works. I am going to go out to my garage and I'm going to elongate this a little bit, just like that, so I can get the dill pickle in there, because I can't push the clip. The clip thing keeps, you know, if I could do this, that'd be great. But, and then I'm gonna get the fingerprints off this, check this electrical tape job, and so I'm not the first person in here. Of course, these are old and everybody's played with them. And this card doesn't work. So this never worked to begin with. So I don't know what's wrong with it. And I can see what this is doing when I put this in. Low, high. I think it's hitting the... I think it's this metal case. It's hitting something. I'm just going to see what this does. Oh, look at that. It does. This does work. So it's got WHD load games. It looks like total ass. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to try the other card. Whatever's in this other card. Low, high. I'm watching in the hole on an angle and it's just gurus. So this card doesn't work. This card, stuck in low again. So this board is like super bitchy. This has RGB video. Let me turn this off. I'm going to plug in the RGB video upside down module thingy here carefully. So it looks like this card and its goofy reader have something weird. So that's not too bad. Terrible Fire has 65 megs of RAM and it's got some stuff on it. Demos, WHD load. Wow, that is really unique. Let's go S. We got Seduction, A Sensation on a CD32. Shaka Laka Laka AGA. State of the Fart. Why not? Just want to see if it runs. F10 to quit. Can't hit anything anyway. Just do it, buddy. Yay! The touchy CD32 is working. A little better. Get your finger in there now. I just sliced the end and I did a fold, so it doesn't sacrilege the case, and it kind of looks pretty close. I don't want to mess with it too much because I had to use pliers just to bend it where I wanted it. Kind of make it look factory with the hole right there. You can see the little bit I've cut right there. I'm going to have to do something with that metal. Maybe put it on an angle so you don't slice your finger in the future. Little snip work, angled piece. I'll file it down or do something. Now I'm going to try and put this back together. I would leave it out, but with this thing, with the Live2 board or the Kipper 2K board, it gets loose, and then you have problems. So I'll move this out of the way. I'm going to re-grease that more because I don't like it. I'm going to pull this out totally. There you go. Wake that card edge up a little bit. Down here and on the back. Hopefully that'll help. Now you can clearly see the the CD-ROM connector. Maybe there's just a little something on it. That's why this rubber foot is there, maybe? Is that why this little foot is here? I don't know. Inside looks great. Little deoxit. How about that? Sounds good. Got the screws back in it. This card keeps cracking. I think this little Chinesium thing is just causing issues. So we have a CD32 that's fixed. Problem with a Chinesium SDXC Type 1 Extreme CF UDMA adapter that's bulged. So if this pops out like it does, the card just pops up. There's nothing. So here's your China at its best. It's literally just pressure. So when your card's in here, if that lid pops up, the card needs to be stuffed down. And they're springy, and the bottom is just junk too, so one of it was your culprit the whole time. But you got a ReCap, and you're brand new. The CD-ROM drive's fixed, lubricated, actually works now. So that's that. You know, on my CD32, I put my cards right here. So like my card, I sit right here. So when I'm not using it, it just sits right there. So I'll put this back in your box, wrap this up, and another Amiga's been saved. 318 Amigas have been saved with your help. So if you would like to help me to continue to save these old girls, please consider joining my Patreon. It's only $1 a month, and usually in 100 months I can buy one of these. So that's all I got for now. Thanks for watching, and as always, I hope you learned something.
Amazing drive, Chris. Keep the Amiga dream alive. Please consider joining the Patreon.
Yo, it's Big Snoop D.O. Double Gears. When people ask me, do I really know Dr. Chris? To which I say, hell yeah, I know him.
Thanks for checking this out. And as Dr. Chris says, thanks for watching, and we hope you learned something.
Wow, that was great. Please consider helping Dr. Chris.
Dr. Chris, he's the best there ever was. I can tell you that personally, besides me, of course.
What do you know from funny, you bastard?